Have you ever stopped and tried to really know God for who He is, not just for what He does? That is to know His nature, His characteristics, His very being. Well, that's our victory thought today, is to know God for Himself. One of the ways to know and experience God is to think about, meditate, and consider His characteristics. Now, some scholars say there are as many as 66 that are listed in the Bible. I actually have a list that I put together and that I will think about a few at a time and try to get to know God better for who He is, for His very being. And so, for example, God is faithful, that He always keeps His word. He keeps His promises. He does what He says He's going to do. And that is from Deuteronomy 7:9. Know therefore that the Lord your God, He is the faithful God, keeping His covenant of love to 1,000 generations of those who love Him and keep His commandments. Which brings us to another of God's characteristics, that is, God is love, that He loves you unconditionally, that He is long-suffering in His love. And of course, part of His love is forgiveness, although forgiveness is another characteristic. But God is love, and He does everything out of His loving nature. But God is also just, and that is He judges properly. He judges with righteousness, and being just is that those who do evil or do bad things will either pay the penalty, or of course we have Jesus Christ who has paid the penalty for those of us who believe. So God's just in that He made a way for us to have our sins forgiven. Let's try to know God for who He is, because when we know who God is, we can experience Him and meet with Him in a way that brings out that close, loving relationship. But I wanted to also mention that I have a list of 66 characteristics, and if you'd like it, just go to our website and let us know. Send us a request, and I would be happy to send it to you. I'm Kathleen Score with In Jesus Steps.